They'll blanket you in Wi-Fi and profit off the radiation. Congregation collecting the people for that Satan. I keeps it blazing, cause I can read between the lines. I ain't blind, we unwind what they're really saying. Genetically modify what you're tasting. Loan you that college promise, so now you live up in your mom's basement. Redesign time so your mind is always wasted. Programmed to crave the basics. Keep the beta in stasis. Pay the state, kid. You're in debt for being born. Messengers are more than just the price for being warned. Don't be alarmed, disconnect from their machinations. Stop subscribing to the folly of own nations. Bone breaking ain't the answer, cause they seek the ownership of souls. Spread the seeds and watch them grow. Break the chains of control. Break the chains of control.
Let's see. Can you hear me now? I bet you can hear me now. Tell me if you can hear me now. I think you can. I'm seeing that you can. I just was trying to explain I didn't set up my real microphone, and so I was hoping you could hear me, and then I saw that none of the audio bars were moving, and you said no sound. So okay, good. You can hear me now. Super cool. I'm very glad. I'm glad to see everyone in the chat. I'm glad Courtney's here. But Lori, I'm very glad you're here because we're doing a full moon in Leo meditation right now. And Lori and I have had this synchronicity with this lion being, Narasimha. And I have also, and I'm sure Lori has too, had other synchronicities with other lion entities. And there was just like a bunch around this time. And so I got my little lion guy, and this is actually Shishmit. Very similar though, in my mind they're the same, and hopefully that doesn't offend anyone, but they're both protector lioness or lion entities that are deities that can be very protective, very energetic, very confidence inspiring. And so it's good we're doing this on the Leo full moon meditation with that same exact energy in mind. So if you have, your own lion spirit guide or entity or deity that you connect with in a positive way, then you can use that energy. And if you don't, and you're not even into any of that stuff, you can ignore everything I just said. Either way, the whole goal for today is to use this full moon energy in Leo. And I say Leo because I really like true sidereal astrology. And using true sidereal, the full moon is actually in front of Leo right now, visibly. And so that's what we're using as the meditation today. And if you're into the traditional or other types of astrology and the full moon isn't something else for you, then feel free to use that energy and do whatever you want with it. But today we're using the lion energy, and we're really going to focus on our confidence and our ability to have that protection and that sort of fierceness when we need it. And not when we don't. we don't want it to be in an imbalance. So some of us might use this energy to sort of balance our like claws into, being more sort of in pause and reflection. And some of us, and I'd say most people, need a little bit more claws, a little bit more protection, a little bit more confidence. And so that's what we're going to focus on in this meditation today. I always do want to tell people to head over to rogue.locals.com for the community. That's where we post and share and comment and interact in between shows. That's where I post, these meditations, for example, when they're going to be. And I also do in meditation intentions on Facebook, but we all know Facebook is a huge pile of censoring crap. And so I like to use it as rarely as possible. And I really prefer rogue.locals.com because it is no censorship and people see every single post that I make and every comment I make, unlike Facebook, where most of what I post is never seen by anyone, even if you're my friend. And I honestly believe even if you go to my page and look through it, that some of my posts are not there for you. And even if you're in the Eyes Open group, we know especially in the Eyes Open group on Facebook, which is where our community has traditionally been, people don't see almost anything, even if you go looking and searching and using the search function. So anyway, I'll get off the Facebook thing, but I really don't support Facebook, and Facebook doesn't support us. So go to rogue.locals.com if you want to join the community. And as always, my spiritual services, tarot and guidance sessions, and other spiritual services, and my orgone jewelry that I make. I do other stone work that I also add a blessing to for you, and all of that type of stuff is over at rogueways.org. So go check that out too if you're looking to connect deeper, or if there's anything else I can do for you. So what's up to Thunder Chicken in the chat? Awkwardly awesome. Max, that's all is here, and everyone can hear me now. So awesome. Ooh, Thunder Chicken's in an especially good place to do this blessing today, or sorry, this meditation today. So we're going to start now. And as always, I like to remind people, if you have your own thing you want to do and you just want to be here to connect to the energy of everyone, you can mute me, you can turn off your screen. Like, you don't have to go along with what I'm doing, but I do share during these meditations just what I'm visualizing and doing, because it's helpful for some people. So feel free to connect with that if you like that. And if not, don't. Do whatever feels good to you. And if there's anything in it, the meditation, that you're like, whoa, I don't like that, don't do it. Do your own thing. Roll along with whatever you do connect with, and whatever does make you feel good and true and beautiful, because that's what it is all about. So with that in mind, we will sink into it. What's up, Lala Wawa? I see you. All right, and let's remember, we're all here together sharing only what is good, true, and beautiful, and nothing else can come into this protected space. And I have set my own spiritual boundary for that, and I extend it to all of you, unless you have your own that you've set and trust, and that's cool, But if you don't, you're in this protected circle with me, and you're free to join. And so, we connect with what's best in each other and what's highest and most true in ourselves, and only what's good, true, and beautiful in our spiritual allies can work with us in this space as well. So we're super charged in this space and super protected. So it's nice to close your eyes if you're into that. You don't have to. For me, it helps my visualization and just being in touch with my energy and feeling. So I do that. And of course, especially to start any meditation, I really like to just focus on our breath. And so I breathe in through my nose, all the way to the deepest energy center in my body, down, down, down at our root. And I breathe out fully. I breathe in pure, good, true, and beautiful light. I usually see it as brilliant, so brilliant that it's white, so glowing that it's white, or it can be yellow or purple, it can be whatever color you feel is fantastic. For me today, it's very, very bright, fiery red, orange, yellow, and white. And I breathe it all the way down and into the root, my belly, breathing out, filling out like a Buddha belly. And then I breathe out anything dark or occluded or messy, or that just does not belong to me. And I sometimes breathe out through my mouth in those breaths, although it is also can be energy building to breathe out through your nose. So do whatever works for you. In with all that great, beautiful light. Out with anything that was in the way. And we're going to invite in the soul, heart, mind, and body of that full, beautiful moon up there. And we're going to say, thank you, thank you, thank you, moon, for helping us connect more deeply and bringing us this beautiful energy. We're going to invite in the soul, heart, mind, and body of Leo. What's good, true, and beautiful of Leo is coming to guide us and meditate with us as well. And we are thankful and grateful for these energies that we can connect with. And they are very, very real, and they are happy to be here with us. And we can visualize this lion. Do you want to visualize the lion as an actual lion, or you just want to picture like lion sort of energy? We're going to see it going around all of us here in this meditation in a circle. You know, that classic lion sort of stance, sort of peering through the bushes and on its way He's doing that. He's walking around the circle here, and we're continuing to take the deepest breaths all the way into our belly, all the way exhaled when we breathe out. And this lion is stalking around us. You might even notice that there's more than one lion keeping this boundary. Maybe it's all one lion and it can just manifest in multiple places, or maybe it's the whole pride of lions. And either way, we realize that that boundary is kept so strong and so firm that nothing could ever come through it. And we breathe in all this pure, good, light energy from this blazing full moon in the center. And we breathe out anything that does not belong in this circle. And it's fun because there's a perfect balance here, because the moon is that feminine, that depth, that well, that infinite potential. It's bursting out, ready to give birth to anything that we want to birth in our lives right now. And that lion is that sun energy and that masculine energy that's beaming in all of the best, most confident action strategies, confidence, just ability to get it done and be fully empowered and energized in that. And all of that really positive, beautiful energy is coming into this full moon place where we can birth anything. So we know we have this incredibly strong boundary of protection. There's so many claws and teeth and just unstoppable badassery at the edge of that circle that nothing can get past it. And we can also use that if we need to rip apart any of the old stagnant energy in our life and get rid of it right now. And we can see those claws, and we can imagine our own hands as claws, and we can see anything that seems to be impeding us in whatever it is we want to birth in our life. We can imagine that in front of us as some sort of dark wall, and we can pull out our claws that we are being lent by our lions that are all around us right now, and we can rip it to shreds. And there is actually no impediment in front of us anymore, because we have already destroyed it, and it is gone. And we can sit in that stillness that remains of that full moon. Breathing deep and breathing out whatever we don't need anymore. And in this space, we can feel from our root to our crown that we are empowered to do anything we choose in this space. Anything we choose. That full moon holds infinite potential for us, bursting with energy for us to use, and we can direct it in whatever way we want. And so maybe you want to pick something very specific right now to visualize, now that you've got that confidence, that protection, that energy ready, and that infinite ability and potential is waiting here for you. You can pick something good, true, and beautiful that you are headed towards. You've already destroyed all impediments between you and it, and now you're going to visualize it in perfect clarity. Add more and more detail to the vision. You can feel how good it feels to live in knowing that you've just created is a reality. You're already experiencing it right now. And there's no time or space limitation. So if you're already experiencing it now, you're experiencing it for all of your life. Into the past, into the present, and the future. And you feel the full moon and the fullness of that moon and all of that light bursting out of this vision you've just created, empowering it even more. There are no blockages between you and it. And nothing can come in through that boundary that is being held by that roaring lion energy to do anything but keep it alive and moving forward. And knowing how good and true and beautiful all of that is, and how much more powerful it is that we are all doing this together, no matter when or where you're listening to this or practicing this meditation, it's still right here, right now. And so we feel all that connected energy that's all happening at once. And we know that that empowers our own vision and each other's visions without losing anything. It only magnifies it and it only empowers it. And we are very grateful for everybody here in this circle. And we send them our love and our gratitude. We are very grateful for the lion and for the full moon. We send them our love and gratitude. And we are very grateful for ourselves for showing up and doing this. And we send ourselves that love and gratitude. And we breathe in one final breath of all that goodness, knowing that it will last forever. And we breathe out the confidence that we have created what we came here to create. Whew. And we say, thank you, thank you, thank you, love you, love you, love you. And so glad that you're all here to do this meditation today. What a beautiful time to do it. The full moon was technically about 12 hours ago when it was fully full, but you know, it's still full up there. It's still full. And like we said, we have no boundaries in time and space. So really, it's nice to align with it as perfectly as possible. And, you know, we know that we are aligned. We have just aligned with it. So it's really, really great. And so if you feel like you're somebody out there who has this less confidence or less sort of that lion energy of like, I'm taking apart all the boundaries between me and what I want, or all of the barriers, I should say, between all the impediments between me and what I want, and like, I'm just going for it, I'm doing it. If you kind of don't have as much of that, part of that lion energy is also speaking your truth and letting that echo around in the people around you. But you know, being able to say to yourself, like, this is what I want and this is what I'm doing, and I'm doing it. That's it, right? If you feel like you're lacking in that sort of confidence, then perhaps that Narasingha or Sheshmet is some energy that you do want to connect with more. And that's just, for me, is working out really awesome. And it's just something that has been reoccurring, you know, in cycles. And right now it's in like an up phase. And so I just want to share that with you. If you like that energy, you can find ways to, you know, you don't have to think of it even as a deity or a god if that makes you uncomfortable. You can just think of it as like an archetypal energy that you want to channel. And so maybe you just want to like draw a lion, or, you know, have a lion with a sun sort of like as its mane, and have that like somewhere in your house to remind you that like you have that energy. That could be something that you could keep this meditation going in your own practice, sort of, in some way, right? If you want more of that we just created together, that could be something you do. So I just wanted to share that. And my intention and energy is going towards right now the spring equinox event, which is the 1 day of brightness. And today and tomorrow are your last chance to get 25% off of that event. And it's just a day we get together in Zoom. So it's all online. You don't have to travel anywhere. And last time we blew our own minds and hearts and souls wide open together. It was, I think, more powerful than many of us expected. And I am absolutely positive that that is going to be the case again on the equinox. We have practices that we do together. We have master teachers and practitioners come in and share some very deep connection and practices with us, and teach us, you know, just ways to, and some of it's some things that a lot of us already know, and a lot of it is stuff that we have never done or practiced or heard before. And so it's always good to get sort of reinforced in the things that you already know, but sometimes forget, or sometimes don't always practice so thoroughly, and get that sort of boost. And then it's also really awesome to learn new things. And just like this meditation we did, what's the best part is that when we gather together to share that, it enhances everybody's abilities, skills, experiences. We just magnify each other. So it's really, really powerful and awesome. And it's cheaper than it was last time. And you get 25% discount if you go right now or tomorrow. The last day is tomorrow, to grab your ticket and get a spot there at the 1 day of brightness event. And while I'm talking about it, let me throw it up just in case any of you are like, what? Yeah, I want to go to that. because I can't wait. It's still a month away because it's on the spring equinox. I should say it's just a couple weeks away, actually. But you get that discount. You get that discount coming up. Sorry, I'm grabbing the link for y'all in case I know there's some of you out there who are like, "Ooh, yeah, I want to get that before the discount runs out." So here's the link to that. Everybody who came last time was very, very pleased that they did so. And like I said, it's even cheaper this time. So I'm very excited to be able to offer it for less and to get you the discount. Oh, I should mention the discount comes when you use the coupon code Brighter Spring, all one word, capital B, capital S. I just put that in the chat as well. So use that coupon code when you're checking out. And I'm not sure if you're doing it for more than one person, you may have to do 2 cart checkouts for that to work for both of them. So just if it doesn't take the 25% off for both, just do it that way. I'm not sure if it was set up, just figure it out. You got it. So let's see what people are saying in the chat before I head off. Truth is Alchemy is in the house. What's up? Nice to see you. Grr is right. That lion. I didn't do a very good roar there. I have that roar. I won't aim it at you. Nice. Shutting off the generator to connect with the moon more deeply. Thank you guys. I'm glad that you were here. Bill Hunt, nice to see you. Snake Jones, nice to see you. Great Red Dragon, nice to see you. Candace C, what's up? Woo! Lori really connected with that. Yeah, that's right. Lori, if you haven't yet, I sent you a little Narasinga energy you'll get in the mail someday. You'll love it. Jaybird, nice to see you. Yes, so that was a beautiful meditation. I just came from, some workshop sort of thing that I'm doing where I was like already pretty in it, and you guys came and like maximized that even more. So it's really good to connect with you guys. And I am going to be back tomorrow night with Cheney. I'm very excited to have Cheney on from Idioclip. She's been on a couple times before. We especially talked to her when she had gone to the Capitol for what they're pretending is a complete, like a terrorist thing or whatever. Super garbage. So it was awesome to get her point of view of that experience. But she's never been on just one-on-one for us to chat, about all the stuff that we like to talk about on Rogue. So that's going to be super exciting to get deeper with Cheney tomorrow night on Rogue Ways at 7 p.m. And then this Tuesday, we also have Gary Wayne returning. I love when Gary Wayne's on the show. If you guys have questions for Gary specifically, let me know. This is going to be Gary's like 8th time or something on the show. And so I always have plenty of questions for Gary Wayne, but I also want to make sure you guys get your Lori, it wasn't the books. No, those were from Leah. I sent you my own present. So you'll get that sometime soon. So yeah, Gary Wayne will be here on Tuesday. And then this Thursday on Middle Path, it'll be Catherine O'Shea back with animal communication, getting us more messages and connections with our animal friends, past, present, and also, spirit guide animals too. So come check that out on Rockfin exclusively, rockfin.com/rogueways. You can go follow for free. There's no cost to just come. And so far I'm doing most of my shows and most of my content for free. Just so the Rockfin community can get a little dose too before some of it will be premium and paid only. But the nice thing about Rockfin is it's $10 and that gets you subscribed to anybody who's on Rockfin. Sam Tripoli's over there, Isaac Weishauпт's over there, Steve of Slow News Day is over there, Charlie Robinson's over there, Grimerica's over there. We've got so many people who are on Rockfin that you guys love. And you can pretty much expect most of your content creators to end up somewhere like that because places like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all of these major corporations are completely evil and don't want us to be able to talk about what we want to talk about. So we're going to do it somewhere else then. But anyway, so go to Rockfin for Thursday nights from now on. We'll always be on Rockfin. That's the new show, Middle Path. And it has a very much more, spiritual focus, especially in cutting out the bullshit of the new age trappings that are full of ego and saccharine goo and just garbage, and just getting real about it. So if you like getting real but being very, very deeply spiritually connected, Middle Path is the way for you. So I hope to see you guys all there on Thursday, and otherwise I'll see you back here tomorrow night. And thanks again for doing this meditation with me. I really love this full moon Leo energy, and I hope you keep it going. And again, if you want to join the community, go to rogue.locals.com. And if you want to connect with me more deeply or grab some of my services or products, then go to rogueways.org. Love you all. Mwah. Whoa, I almost stopped without reminding you and myself that until I see you again, travel well, aim for balance, and always look inside first. Mwah.
Yeah. I know all around the world, shit. No one even heard of me halfway around the block. I just got an SOS from somebody's girl begging for a photograph of my watch. Most don't know what time it is. I don't know whose mind this is. Snowing in my sinuses. The league is gonna find the kid. Administer punishment. Underwater drumming squids. Fuckers wanna pummel and toss them in the rubble bin. What a dumpster fire. Motherfucking wire. Tried to fuse it in. If your thoughts are living, grow tired. Split the been a mouthpiece. In your mental housing. Sent to finish bounties on everyone who's doubting. There you have it, folks. There's the first round. Contestants know what they won. This insanity. God damn it, Chuck. Said tell them what they won. Took a little breather while we took a break. Went to a park and stole a rich kid's cake. Steak and marijuana too. Bumping some Nevada tunes. Wash it down the clown with some of Svetlana's brew. Who the fuck are you? That's what they keep asking. Kevin Garvey on a beat. International assassin. Smashing like my life's at risk. Caskets for the brightest spit. Rip mics till arthritis hits. Still might make a life of this. Never will concede my run. Clever with deleted funds. Ever undefeated punk professor of the beaten drum. Well, goddamn, that was embarrassing and hard to listen to.